Like Barbie's in the city, fat ups and pretty goodies, get dummies for their money.
Alright loves, this is the look that we're doing today. Something bright and bold. We're doing a Nicki Minaj inspired makeup look. I have my eyes primed and one eye done. Also my eyebrows are done. So I'm starting off with a Tarteist Pro palette by Tarte. And I'm going to take the shade Vintage right here. And I'm going to go ahead and dust that all over my eye just to set the eye primer down. Then I took the shade Whimsy and I just went back and forth in my crease windshield wiper motions to have a nice transition shade. Then I'm going in with the shade No Filter, this purplish pinkish pretty color right here, and we're going to go ahead and start to deepen up the crease. So I'm taking a smaller blending brush. This one's by Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that a little bit lower than the first shade, back and forth in my crease. So then I'm going to go into the shade Vamp right there next to No Filter, and I'm going to go ahead and deepen up my outer V with this color. It's kind of a purplish like black, but it's more purple than black. So I'm going to go ahead and deepen up the outer V with this angled brush, which is also by Tarte. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige and go ahead and cut my crease halfway with this. Then I'm taking a flat brush by Eco Tools and I'm just going to pat that concealer out so it's nice and sharp, and also so it's just not a big glob of concealer right there. I'm going to go ahead and pat it out, blend it in. Then I'm going to mix the shades Indie and also Classic there at the top. I'm going to go ahead and first in with Indie and then on top of it put Classic just to go ahead and set and put some color on our lid there. That first shade was Indie, and now I'm going on top of it with Classic just to brighten it up a bit. Then I'm going to go back into Vamp right there, and I'm going to go ahead and blend those two colors together and also just deepen up the outer V a bit more. Then I'm going to take Classic again and use that to highlight the brow bone. I'm going to be using gel eyeliner today. I'm using the Maybelline EyeStudio gel liner in Blackest Black. I also put my lashes on off camera. I use the Salon Perfect 614s. Nicki Minaj usually has some really wild lashes, and I didn't really have any, so these were fluffy but natural. So not really her style, but they still worked. So now I'm using the Loreal True Match foundation. This is in the shade C7 Nut Brown. I love this foundation so much. I'm just taking it on the finger, on my index finger, and just dotting it all over my face. Then I'm just going to take this brush. This is from Royal and Langnickel. You can find these brushes at Walmart. They come in a set of 4. I love using this big one for foundation. So I'll have those linked down in the description box below if you're interested. They're really nice brushes, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the brush to smooth out my foundation all over my face. It really gives you a nice flawless application, but then I'm going to go over it just to make sure it's super duper flawless with the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Then I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Pure Beige. Again, I'm going to use that to conceal and highlight my face. I'm going to put it up under my eyes, of course, very heavily, and go ahead and trace out my wing liner just to make sure it's extra sharp. And I'm also going to put it down the center of my nose. I'm going to put it on my forehead, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin. Then I'm going to take one of the smaller brushes that come in that Royal and Langnickel Moda set, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that concealer out. These brushes are really good for making sure you have more coverage than you normally would with a beauty sponge. That's why I like using them. They don't really like take away a lot of the product stays on your face. So I love using it for concealer also because it gives me more of coverage in those areas, but you do really need to go over it with a sponge, especially with the concealer, because it's just going to look like concealer caked up all over, all under your eye, and you don't want that. So to go back over it and just blend out any harsh edges with the beauty sponge really makes for a really flawless application. I'm really loving these brushes. So next I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, the infamous Laura Mercier powder. I just put a little tiny bit on my sponge, as you can see there, and then I just went ahead and dabbed the rest excess powder off on the back of my hand, and then just used whatever was left over underneath my eyes. I really like just using the minimal amount of powder, especially with this translucent, because it is a bit bright, and if you use too much, your face will look rather Casperly, and we don't want that. So I'm putting the powder everywhere that we highlighted and concealed. I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in medium deep now, and I'm putting that on a large Wet n Wild powder brush, and then I'm just again dabbing all the excess off back into the cap, and then I'm just going to set the rest of my face, and I'm also going to dust, as you can see, underneath my eyes and everywhere I put the translucent one, the regular translucent one, just to blend everything together. Now I'm taking this Wet n Wild contouring palette in Caramel Toffee, and I'm going to go ahead and carve out around my forehead, carve out my cheekbones, just to contour our face just a bit, nothing too serious. I'm going to go in with a banana shade now and go up under my contour to really carve that out, and I'm going to also use that banana powder up under my eyes just to brighten that area a bit more. I did not contour my face as much as I normally would because Nicki Minaj usually does not have like a really defined contour, like anything too serious or anything like that. Her face really looks a bit natural. Even if you look in her that picture that I have in the thumbnail, it's more of a natural look, no harsh contour, no harsh anything, but you know her nose be snatched. So I'm taking that same contouring kit by Wet n Wild, the dark shade, and I'm using this dual sided brush from Cover FX, and I'm going ahead and snatching my nose. Then I'm going to go in with the Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill palette, the Champagne Face palette, and I'm using first Pamplemousse, which was the bright pink blush. Then I'm going to use for highlighter the Champagne Pop, another infamous product, the infamous Champagne Pop, and I'm going to very lightly highlight my face. Her face doesn't seem real highlighted either. It's more like just a little natural glow. So I tried to make it as subtle as I could because I love highlighter. Then I'm going to get rid of that powdery look on my face with the Mario Badescu spray, the Cucumber, Aloe, and Herbs. I think that's what it's called. I'm going to go back in with No Filter, and I'm just going to smoke out my lower lash line. I didn't do anything too serious because her lower lash line in the picture was very subtle. My look is a bit more vampy, but I didn't want to make it too vampy, so I just did No Filter and not the darkest color that we used on our eyes. So I'm taking the NYX Matte Suede Lip Liner in the color Pink Lust / Passion Rose, and I'm just going to outline my lips with this. I love these lip liners so much. Then I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Volume 1 Lip Palette and mix the pink and the white shades together on the little palette that comes with it. So it's very convenient to use. But I love the way this pink lipstick came out. It was super duper bright, super duper bubblegum like, especially with the darker lip liner around it. I really like the way that looked. So it's a bit brighter than the lipstick she had on in the picture, but she does wear pink lips this bright sometimes. So time to move on with the wig, the hair portion of the video. So I'm using the Bohemian Wig Pure Natural in the style Ashanti, and it is in the color 613. It is 26 inches long. I love long wigs. It has a beautiful bang on it. I love the bangs. They are like really, really pretty, really, really nice. It makes this wig nice and low maintenance because all you have to do is slap it on. It has a clip in the back and a long clip in the front, so you can secure those bangs down very nicely and tightly onto your head. That's all I did with this wig, is take it out of the package and slap it on my head and brush it a little bit. So this is the final look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in this wig, please be sure to check the description box below. They have lots of different colors, not just platinum blonde, so you can check out all of their wigs down in the description box below. Let me know what you think of this Nicki Minaj look, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.